Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So today what we're going to be doing is making a nice little pattern for a phone. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, let's go ahead. I'm going to go and press 7 to heaven. So what we essentially need is a grid of blocks coming around the side here. So what we're going to do is let's go with edit mode. Let's go with, select the top face right here. We're going to go E for extrude. Scale this inwards. E for extrude. Scale this inwards. Just make it nice and smooth upon the top right here. We're going to go E for extrude. And then we'll go down just ever so slightly and then we'll scale inwards. So it's kind of got that nice little kind of curve going on. So we're going to go to object mode. We're going to shade this smooth. And we're going to go into material. Let's go with, we'll go with a nice brown. For this kind of maroony brown. Go ahead and turn your metallic up and your roughness can be, it can stay where it is. So you've kind of got this kind of block that looks like a bit of chocolate. So we're going to go ahead, 7 to heaven. And we're just going to go ahead and duplicate these out. So Shift D. Maybe leave about a box between each one. Roughly, like an EST. Let's go ahead and just put that next to it. Okay, so we'll take these two and we'll go Shift D again. It's going to go ahead and go to the side right here. Again. Let's get that nice little box in between as best you can. Just going to move that up just ever so slightly. You don't want them perfect, but at the same time, you kind of want them in line and in order. So we're going to go Shift D. Let's go the opposite way. And we've got the box again. So once we've got something like this, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of my lighting tool right there. Let's go with this. Shift D. You want to get that box up again. So just go ahead and zoom in. Press G, bring it down. Again, box select, and we're going to go ahead and Shift D, move it up. Again, that nice little box in between. And then Shift D will move it up again. So, primarily what we want to do with this is we just want to get it quite neat, just as such. So, once you've got something like this, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add a UV sphere. Just at the side here, as you can see. We'll press G, just bring it up. Right click Shade Smooth. Go to your Materials tab, New Material. We'll go with kind of nice little gold material. Somewhere in between that yellow, orange and red. So just about there. We're going to go ahead and make it metallic. Turn that roughness down. And we're going to make this a little bit smaller, so to scale it down. We'll go G, bring this across. Bring this down into one of the folds right here. So once we've got this, we're going to go scale. And you can have these as big as you want. And all you just need to do is just get it into that little cross right there, just in the middle. Maybe scale it up a little bit if you're wanting to. It doesn't matter if it interacts, it's fine. We'll press 7 to heaven. Go ahead and move this ball, Shift duplicate into all these spaces right here. Go ahead and move these up. You can go ahead and select multiple. Shift D this across. And what I like to do is kind of cover the edges as well. So let's go Shift D and we'll place one just on the edge here. So now what you want to do is just click every single one that you've just made. Go ahead and do that. Let's go Shift D, move this down. And what essentially you're going to do is just put a ball in between every single square. So go ahead, select everything that you have here. Might take you a minute. Okay, so once you're there, we're going to go Shift D, duplicate these up. Make sure they're in the middle of the cross. Shift D, duplicate these up. Again, middle of the cross. Shift D, duplicate these up. Again, middle of the cross. Kind of thing. And then you can go ahead and make another one if you want to, and then just delete the top row if that's where you've ended up. So once we've got this design right here, what I'm going to do is add, and let's go with plane. Scale this up. Press G. Put it in between the design here. Scale up again, just on the outside. And what I'm going to do is press G. Let's press G. Don't press H. That gets rid of stuff. And we're just going to get it in between here, so we've got this nice little kind of sandwich. Now, if you wanted to go further, we could go to Edit Mode and take the sides right here. Let's press G, and we could just bring these in a little bit. So once you're back on object mode, let's go 7:7. And we're going to take this background that we've just made, and we're going to go to the drop down here and go to gold. So this one's going to show up as gold as well. Now what we can do, because we are working in cycles, we're going to change this from EV to cycles if we haven't already. So now when we've got this on, it should look like this. We've not done the lighting at the moment, so once the lighting's on there, it should look a lot better. So let's see. You want to change your camera setting sizes, so your output, especially if you're making this for a phone screen, you're going to have to put your phone screen pixel size in here. So mine is this. If you're making a computer screen, then obviously make the design bigger and put your computer screen dimensions in here via pixel. So now we have our little dimensions right here. What I'm going to do is go to view. We'll go to align view, camera to view. So this is our camera right here. I'm going to go ahead and just press alpha rotate. I can press G just to bring it in just a little bit, and G just to move it around just ever so slightly. So now this is our pattern that we have. You can go ahead and rotate this to any bit that you would like, whether you want it straight or maybe you've got it at an angle. Totally up to you. So when we render this, we get nothing right now. So I'm just going to split the atom. You can see what's going on the actual render, and I can start putting the lighting in. So what I'm going to do, let's go to add. We'll go to plane, G, bring it up, scale it up. So you've got this nice little strip right there. Go to your materials tab, new, and instead of principal BSDF, we'll change this to emission. So now you see that we've got this nice little emission coming through right here. So if we go Shift D, let's move this across, we can now get a nice little emission at the top as well. Best thing about this, we can change this to kind of like a nice little goldy colour if you wanted it like that. And we could also turn this up a little bit. We could have some strength coming in here. So if you turn up one of them, it will inevitably turn up the other one unless you change the material. So we've got these nice little two ones here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to change the material. So we go Shift D and say this one, we rotate this by 90, and then we press G and we move across to the opposite side. Now if you wanted a different tone coming in here, all you need to do is take that particular one that you've made that you want to change. You're going to press minus, we're going to go new, change out principal BSDF to emission, and now you can change it to blue, you can change it to pink, whatever colour you want, just turn up the emission as well. And now you have this nice little blue coming through on this side as well. And I think this is great if, say, like you have one of those phone cases where you're in maybe a professional meeting or something, and like you need that background for your phone that looks really good as well without somebody unlocking it. So it's like, even if you're just like looking at the time, you can go, oh yeah, the time's blah blah, and it looks really great. So you don't kind of see that personal side of your phone, you see that business side of your phone kind of thing. So you could go ahead and put blue on this side, and we could go ahead and take this, and we could go Shift D, move this across. And for this one in particular, we could go with a red. So we could minus this off. Let's go new, principal BSDF, emission. We can change this to red. We could go ahead and just pull the strength up on that a little bit. Totally up to you what your colour palette is. It's, you know, it's your design at the end of the day. Let's put that there. Yeah, so this is what it should look like in the end. If you guys want to go ahead and put texture in via shading or something like that, I mean, you can do, but to be honest with you, it kind of looks kind of great like this. I'd say the gold, maybe scratch the gold up a little bit if you're going to do that. But yeah, I think it looks great like this, just as is. So yeah, enjoy experimenting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining me. Bye.